Hello, and today I'm going to be discussing something what's sort of close to my heart, music-wise. I'm going to be discussing my era of music, the 1980s, by just telling you about some of my favourite albums of that decade. I've got that many favourite ones. I'm going to have to split all these videos into several volumes, so I may do 10 albums per video. So this will be volume one. So without further ado, I will run through some of my favourite albums of that decade. It's my personal favourites. So if you might differ with what I have to say on them, but if you do, please leave a comment below. So let's start. This is in no particular order. There's no tens, there's no ones. It's just randomly picked. First one we'll go to is Paul Young's second album, The Secret of Association, from about 1985. For me personally, I think this is better than his debut album. Brilliant album. He's got the singles, Every Time You Go Away on it, and I'm going to tell you, Playhouse Down, Everything Must Change, and my favourite song on there is Tomb of Memories. It's a very, very good album. So, if you get that, check it out. That's my first one from the decade. Secondly, a weird band, but brilliant band, Talking Heads. And I've picked this album, Little Creatures, from the same year as the last album, 1985. David Byrne, genius, lunatic, but awesome he is. We've got this And She Was on here, The Lady Don't Mind, and of course their big hit, Road to Nowhere. So there's another one. That's number 2 on this list. But well, as I say, number 2. There's no numbers. It's just a random thing, as I said. It's Little Creatures. So, and if you notice, all no downloads. It's all got to be the real deal for me. So on to the next. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction from 1987. Yeah, when I first heard this, wow, blew my mind away. So I don't think they've ever bettered this album, to be honest. I don't think they'll ever will. It's got so many good tracks on here: Night Train, Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine. It's So Easy. It's brilliant. Check it out if you've never listened to any of these albums. Either the ones before, the ones what could come up. Check them out. Just give them a listen. Because they're from the best decade of music, the 80s. Sticking with a bit of rock, head rock, shall we say? Bon Jovi, New Jersey. This was from 88. This was the follow-up to Slippery When Wet. For me, I think this was, my opinion, better than that album. But it's got Lay Your Hands on Me, Bad Medicine, stuff like that. Born to Be My Baby, Living in Sin. It's one of the best they've done, to be honest. So look it up. New Jersey. Right. People in the UK have most probably heard of these. A punk band. But then they sort of went mainstream in the 80s. The Stranglers. And this is the Dreamtime album from 1986. This one, yes, I said they went mainstream, and to me, I think they did some great music. And once they sort of left the punk behind, it sort of became more. I won't say pop, but the mellow, shall we say? So you've got this. My favourite one on here is Always the Sun. I think a lot of people like that song. Nice in Nice, Big in America, Shaking Like a Leaf. So give it a chance if you can. Dreamtime, it's called. So that was, we're halfway through the list now. Here's another one from 1986. Another electro pop band, and very influential and still on the go today. This is Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, or as we know them shortened here, OMD. And this is The Pacific Age, which for me, it really does stand out. This it's a brilliant album. I mean, all their albums are brilliant, but for me, this one just stands out more for me, track-wise. You've got the big hit Forever Live and Die on here. What else? We've got Shame and We Love You, 3 singles off it. So I'm not choosing albums that are commercially successful. Sometimes I'm choosing because I think they are worth a mention. It doesn't matter if they are successful or they're not. As long as I like what I'm listening to, then it gets a mention. So Pacific Age by OMD, brilliant album from 1986. One of my favourite bands. Still on the go, but not getting the success they used to. Very big in the UK and very big in America in the 80s. And I think everybody will agree, this is far, far the best thing they've ever done. This is Simple Minds' Once Upon a Time from 1985. This is awesome. It's just rock stadium. I mean, I've seen this group live quite a few times now, and they still got it. A few singles off this, All the Things She Said, Ghost Dancing, Alive Kicking, and my personal favourite, Sanctify Yourself. Jim Kerr and the boys at their very best. So, as I keep saying, check them out. Now, my first crush when I was a young lad, and I don't know why, because she had a sort of skinhead with orange hair, dressed in a suit. It's Annie Lennox, but as we know him and Dave Stewart as the Eurythmics. And this is Revenge, the Revenge album from 1986. I think this is the album where there was Wear on top of the game. I just recently listened to this, and the tracks on it are still fresh as they were back in 1986. Missionary Man, Thorn in My Side, When Tomorrow Comes, The Miracle Love, all on here. A wonderful voice. She sums up the 80s for me. Just a brilliant pop duo, and check it out, the Revenge album. Right, now this one, people say, wow, don't know this one. I got this album because of a certain song, but the other songs on it were also better for me as well on here. This is Berlin, Count 3 and Pray. Of course, you know which song I'm on about, don't you? Take My Breath Away, of course, from the 1986 movie Top Gun. It's on here, but You Don't Know, brilliant song on there. Pink and Velvet, awesome song. I mean, they sort of came, conquered, and then they disappeared. But it is a very, very good album. I recommend it. If I know I must say, get your hands on a copy, but it's all digital download now. So if you can download them as well, but me personally, I'd go out to the shops or on Amazon and pay for the copies. It's a brilliant album, even if it's just for that song, Take My Breath Away. But the rest of the songs on here do take your breath away, shall we say. And last but not least, for this video, from 1987, 1987, their debut album, The Christians. Now, people in America might not have heard of them, I don't know. You'll have to let me know, comment below. But a brilliant band, sort of came out of nowhere for me, with the songs Forgotten Town, When the Finger Points, Ideal World, Hooverville, Born Again, all on here. just I mean, I don't think I don't know if they're still on the go at the moment. They may be, they might do, because most of these groups these days do all the 80s retro concerts now, and everybody's loving them. But good album. So check all them out. That was 10 of one of my, my favorite albums of the decade. I will do another video because I have got so many I can choose. Got so it's the pile. I've got piles and piles of them. So this will be volume 1. So please subscribe to the channel. Give us a like. Give us a dislike. Leave a comment below. So let me know what your favourite albums and bands of the decade of the 1980s was, or still are. So thank you for watching. If you want to get involved in our casts, leave a message and I'll try and get back to you, because we're looking for new faces. Everything, we just need to freshen things up. So, as I say, thank you for watching. This is the first one of, I don't know, this could go on forever with my 1980s stuff. So until next time, I'll be seeing you.